actually over hurdles at Haydock, a useful hurdler, won 3 times last season and is making its chase debut this afternoon. And that's Novice Chase. Senor Lombardi, horse number 5 for Keith Dalgleish and Brian Hughes in the straight line. Bloodstock colours, another one whose last run was over hurdles. That was up at Ayr in January. It was quite promising a couple of seasons ago, but for one reason or another, didn't get the rub of the green last term from limited outings and was a faller in just two starts in 2018. So out to make up for lost time. 7-1 for Ard Crow for Stuart Coulthard and Sam Coulthard, ex-Irish pointer, won't mind the ground of Crow. And there's been round here before, of course. It was 3rd of 7 behind Captain CJ back in March, having his first run since then. 12-1 then for Cairnshill for Kenny Johnson. Alison Clark taking weights off its back. A dual winner. In fact, it's won at Carlisle and Cartmel in the past, but it was last of 7 at Kelso last time out. So fairly useful over hurdles, but you have to say those last couple of runs have been extremely disappointing. So maybe the move to the bigger obstacles will rekindle its enthusiasm, as they say. And it's 40-1, asking for answers and Buddha Ski. But Trickster is the interesting one then, likely to be the favourite then. Tim Vaughan's Charge coming all the way up for the 325. Back shortly with an update on the betting and commentary. Ongoing action then this afternoon from the flat at Ascot and the jumpers at Hexham and Fontwell. We've just been to Ascot for the 310, the amateur riders race. Victory going to King's Pavilion for Jason Ward and the Eamon Cagney, just holding on from Horwich Storm in a driving finish. Our next port of call is going to be Hexham for the 325. It's a novice's chase over 3 miles. 6 runners to go to post. And they do. And at number 6, Trickster for Tim Vaughan and Alan Johns. This one's last run was actually over hurdles at Haydock, a useful hurdler, won 3 times last season and is making its chase debut this afternoon. And that's Novice Chase. Senor Lombardi, horse number 5 for Keith Dalgleish and Brian Hughes in the straight line. Bloodstock colours, another one whose last run was over hurdles. That was up at Ayr in January. It was quite promising a couple of seasons ago, but for one reason or another, didn't get the rub of the green last term from limited outings and was a faller in just 2 starts in 2018. So out to make up for lost time. 7-1 for Ard Crow for Stuart Coulthard and Sam Coulthard, ex-Irish pointer, won't mind the ground of Crow. And there's been round here before, of course. It was 3rd of 7 behind Captain CJ back in March, having his first run since then. 12-1 then for Cairnshill for Kenny Johnson. Alison Clark taking weights.
Yeah, welcome back. The runners have arrived at the start and just circling around before being called in then for this 3rd contest, Novices Chase. It's going to be pretty testing what we've witnessed of the first 2 races. Soft, heavy in places.
30 seconds.
It is officially.
30 seconds.
And this is the first race over fences on the day. Tim Vaughan's Trickster, who makes his chasing debut here, is been a pretty solidly supported favourite. 10-11 from 11-10. Sent a long way to Hexham. Tim Vaughan's record here, looking at the last 5 years, 3 wins from 17 runners, so not great, not terrible. 15-8, Senor Lombardi for Keith Dalgleish. Horses in both codes are in pretty good form. Brian Hughes rides Senor Lombardi. Then 11-2 about Ard Cross. 18-1 bar these, so just 3 of them given much consideration. Starter is just about to call them in. We're at post time now. Miserable sort of day at Hexham, reasonable crowd, and thus far we've not had too much competition. You can just see how they get on here. Back to even money now for Trickster. It was quite a progressive hurdler, and he's only a 6-year-old. Generally speaking, pretty young set of horses here. Senor Lombardi also a 6-1. He's pretty lightly raced. He's only had 5 starts under rules. Won the first of those. Didn't really progress last year, but does have some experience of offences which might be put to his benefit. He's also got top jockey Brian Hughes.
This event is now in play.
Nibbled at now.